Hello, class. You all know why you're here. Let me take you back.
I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way,
We're only brief nods to one another. Many people think that the revolutionary masterpiece Iron Man opened up the world to the idea of interconnected universes. But I'd argue it comes from a smaller place, a humbler place, a San Diego sitcom. Drake and Josh is the precursor to almost everything the media stands for today, and you might not think so at first glance. Behind this simple sitcom is the DNA of the popular consciousness for years to come. Despite the contained setting, the groundwork for the live-action empire of interconnected universes begins here. It might seem confusing to some of you, boomers and zoomers alike, but that's why I, a millennial, am here to explain it to all of you. Now, even though Drake and Josh would not appear physically or as characters in years to come, their groundwork is what set up all these universes. You heard me right. Universes. Zoe 101 is where things get very interesting. It's an anomaly. It's the only single camera show within the Schneiderverse. However, it still maintains the same tone and lore. Parapods exists. Pacific Coast Academy is referenced within other forms of media. It is all contained. However, it's also when things start to get complicated. In the episode Spring Fling, Drake Bell appears and plays a prominent role. Not Drake Parker, the character within Drake and Josh, but Drake Bell, the actor, singer, songwriter, heartthrob that we all know and love. What does this mean for the continuity of the Schneiderverse? Is Drake and Josh a show within Zoe 101? It would seem that way until iCarly. Now, I know, you see, it's the biggest stride for the popularity of the Schneiderverse, and where things start to get even more complicated. Miranda Cosgrove, MC as she is dubbed here, has appearances in both iCarly and Zoe 101, which creates an anomaly. iCarly, Miranda Cosgrove, or Paige and her character in Zoe 101 cannot exist as the same person, however she does. But, if this was one universe, that is. But, what if there were multiple?
In Season 3, Episode 18 of Zoe 101, Miranda Cosgrove's character appears in Zoe 101 as Paige Howard, a super genius looking to power Pacific Coast Academy with her own form of renewable energy. A simple task, I know. However, in the same episode, Quinn, the resident genius in Zoe 101, is developing a teleportation device. Now, as anyone savvy to multidimensional theory knows, the first ingredient of creating an alternate dimension is space manipulation. During the course of the episode, Quinn tests the device in order to manipulate space in the way she does. I theorize that this had an unexpected outcome. It split the universe.
Somehow. I don't know how, but it definitely did.
For the ever use of the teleportation device, the body of an individual split
and managed to inhabit multiple universes or multiple timelines. Miranda Cosgrove is the perfect example. She exists as both Carly, the online celebrity, and also Paige, the genius who developed the renewable energy source at Pacific Coast Academy, and somehow can exist in the same world. She can exist in both shows and in the same universe, but as different people. It is the only explanation, it seems. But there are holes in the ship. There's a particular line that Sam and Freddie have when referring to Tori from Victorious when there's a crossover between iCarly and Victorious. They say, quote, "You look a lot like Shelby Marks, but way hotter." This proves that there's a crack within the space-time continuum. Sam and Freddie know there's something amiss, but they don't know exactly what it is.
This proves that there's a crack within the space-time continuum. Sam and Freddie know there's something amiss, but they don't know exactly what it is. Because Victoria Justice Zoe 101's character Lola is in close proximity to the initial teleportation incident.
Her body and consciousness, Quinn incident. Her body and consciousness spread far and wide, but not in a very clean-cut way. She's just placed into different universes, but not in a way that fits within the universes, so people within the universe can still tell something's amiss. They can still tell things aren't quite right. And that doesn't make sense if this is a scientifically backed theory, which it is. There was mistakes made. Something human is afoot. Which brings me to Dan Schneider, the man behind the empire of Nickelodeon and the Schneiderverse itself. He is in control of both the TV shows and the universe itself. He makes multiple appearances, just as cameos, or even just the name of his name splattered across like hospitals or background businesses, and within the entirety of these shows. But why? Why would this man appear so prominently if he doesn't even exist within the universe? I'll tell you. Because when Quinn created this teleportation device, when all of this occurred, it led into our universe, where Dan Schneider exists. For some reason, it gravitates toward Dan Schneider, and he has control over all of it. All of it. He is able to manipulate who is where, whose consciousness is where. What was previously thought just to be scientifically random is carefully curated by this gremlin of